Welcome back to the QSUpali YouTube channel. I hope you have learned something from my previous videos. I wish to continue with this video to discuss the pricing of bill of quantities part 2. 1. Blockwork. 2. Roofing. 3. Carpentry and joinery. 4. Metalwork. 5. Finishes. 6. Painting. 7. Services. 8. External works. 9. Day works. 10. Soil investigation. 1. Blockwork. Substructure blockwork. Foundations for blockwork require concrete bases to ensure they are laid on a stable and level surface. The concrete base is to be a blind concrete with or without concrete footing as structurally required and 100 mm wider from each side of the footing or block wall. Cavities of blocks are to be filled solid with sand, concrete or grout as specified otherwise. If the block cavities are to be reinforced, a 1 number 10 mm diameter steel vertical bar is placed inside cavities at 200 mm to 400 mm spacing and poured with grout. Characteristic compressive strength of 20 MPa or concrete SRC grade 30 Newton per millimeter square. The aggregate gabbro shall not be bigger than 10 mm in diameter. Block foundations are built under the external wall up to the underside of the external ground beam. Internal ground beams are built on filled earth on a blinding concrete base unless otherwise specified. The width of the block wall is the same as the ground beam level. The block built with 20 mm thick cement and sand mortar 1:3 mixtures. One mason and one unskilled labor built 16 square meter of single block 20 mm, 150 mm, 100 mm wide wall per day. The size of the block is generally 400 mm long and 200 mm high. The width shall vary from 200 mm to 150 mm and 100 mm thick. The number of blocks 12.5 are required to build 1 meter square of blockwork. The cost of 200 mm, 150 mm, 100 mm with blockwork equals cost of block plus cost of cement and sand 1:3 mortar plus cost of concrete grade SRC 30 Newton per millimeter square for filling of the cavity of blocks plus cost of 10 mm diameter bar reinforcement plus cost of labor for laying block work. Concrete base measured separately and not considered under the blockwork rate. Example: cost of 300 mm wide reinforced concrete filled blockwork per 1 cubic meter under the ground beam. 200 mm and 100 mm blocks make 300 mm wide blockwork. The cost of blocks 200 mm wide 16 meter square equals 16 meter squares into 12.5 blocks per meter square equals 200 numbers into cost per 1 number block. The cost of blocks 100 mm wide 16 mm square equals 16 meter squares into 12.5 blocks per meter square equal 200 numbers into cost per 1 number block. Cost of cement and sand 1:3 mortar 1 cubic meter equals 500 kg cement into cost of 1 kg of cement plus 1500 kg sand into cost of 1 kg of sand. Cost of labor for mixing mortar 1 cubic meter equals 1 day mason plus 1 day unskilled laborer. Meter thick for 16 meter square of 200 mm block work equals 24 meter square into 0.02 equals 0.48 meter cube into cost of mortar 1 cubic meter plus 0.48 meter cube into cost of labor for mixing mortar 1 cubic meter. Cost of mortar 20 mm thick for 16 meter square of 100 mm block work equals 12 meter square into 0.02 equals 0.24 meter cube into cost of mortar 1 cubic meter plus 0.24 meter cube into cost of labor for mixing mortar 1 cubic meter. Cost of 10 mm diameter reinforcing bar at 200 mm centers equal 160 meter into 0.617 kg per meter equal 98.72 kg and multiplied by cost of reinforcing bar per kg. Cost of concrete grade SRC 30 Newton per millimeter square for filling cavities of 200 mm wide blocks 16 meter square into 12.5 blocks per meter square equals 200 number blocks into 2 into 0.14 into 0.12 into 0.20 equals 1.34 meter cube into cost of concrete per meter cube. Cost of concrete grade SRC 30 Newton per millimeter square for filling cavities of 100 mm wide blocks 16 meter square into 12.5 block per meter square equals 200 number blocks into 2 into 0.14 into 0.04 into 0.2 equals 0.45 meter cube into cost of concrete per meter cube. 2 number mason plus 2 number unskilled laborer make 16 meter squares of 300 mm wide block work per 1 day. Therefore, cost per 1 meter square of 300 mm wide reinforced concrete block work equals cost of block 200 mm wide and block 100 mm wide plus cost of mortar for 200 mm block work and 100 mm block work plus cost of labor for mixing mortar for 200 mm and 100 mm block work plus cost of reinforcement plus cost of concrete grade SRC 30 Newton per millimeter square for filling cavities of 200 mm and 100 mm block work plus cost of labor for laying 200 mm wide and 100 mm wide divided by 16 meter square. Superstructure block work. External walls are insulated cavity double walls 35 cm wide, built with 20 cm and 10 cm block courses with cement and sand 153 mix, forming a 5 cm cavity vertically in between the two block courses. The cavity is filled with 5 cm thick extruded polystyrene insulation boards, voids of blocks filled with sand unless specified otherwise to stabilize the structure. Galvanized expanded metal laths are placed on every third course of the block wall to hold the tensile strength of the wall. Joining the block wall with the concrete column, a galvanized angled metal lath shall be shot fired with a Hilti DX2 power activated fastening tool on the column at every third course of the block wall and insert the extended angle lath on the brick course. Fill the gap between the block wall and column, seal with polymer cork to help the bond transfer. The gap between the block wall and concrete beam at the suspended slab level shall be closed with a backer rod and filled and sealed with polymer cork. The methodology of construction of pre-insulated single block for the external wall is also the same as the insulated cavity double wall construction except for forming double walls. Internal single wall partitions are 20 cm, 15 cm or 10 cm thick block walls built on the same methodology as pre-insulated single block construction. For parapet single wall block cavities to be filled with concrete grade OPC 30 Newton per millimeter square and reinforced with 10 mm diameter steel bars with concrete capping beam above. Walls above 3.5 meter high shall be built with concrete tie beam for wall stability. Labor norms for single block work in superstructure construction are 20 meters per day by one mason and one unskilled laborer. Height is not to exceed 1 meter for straight walls for stability when one-time construction. Scaffolding used for height above 1.5 meter. Example A. For 350 mm wide external cavity wall, 200 mm and 100 mm blocks and 50 mm wide filled with extruded insulation board in between two courses of blocks make a 350 mm wide block wall. The cost of blocks 200 mm wide for 20 meter square equals 20 meter square into 12.5 blocks per meter square equals 250 numbers into cost of one number 200 mm block. The cost of block 100 mm wide for 20 meter square equals 20 meter square into 12.5 blocks per meter square equals 250 numbers into cost of one number 100 mm block. The cost of 50 mm thick extruded polystyrene insulation board equal 20 meter square into the cost of 1 meter square of insulation board. Cost of cement and sand 1:3 mortar 1 cubic meter equals 500 kg cement into cost of 1 kg cement plus 1500 kg sand into cost of 1 kg sand. Cost of labor for mixing mortar 1 cubic meter equals 1 day mason plus 1 day unskilled laborer. Cost of mortar 20 mm thick for 20 meter square of 200 mm block work equals 30 meter square into 0.02 equals 0.60 meter cube into cost of 1 meter cube of cement mortar plus 0.60 meter cube into cost of labor for mixing mortar for 1 cubic meter. Cost of mortar 20 mm thick for 20 meter square of 100 mm block work equals 15 meter square into 0.02 equals 0.30 meter cube into cost of 1 meter cube of cement mortar plus 0.030 meter cube into cost of labor for mixing mortar for 1 cubic meter. Cost of sand for filling cavities of 200 mm wide blocks 20 meter square into 12.5 blocks per meter square equal 250 numbers blocks into 2 into 0.14 into 0.12 into 0.2 equals 1.68 meter cube into cost of 1 cubic meter of sand. Cost of sand for filling cavities of 100 mm wide blocks 16 meter square into 12.5 blocks per meter square equal 250 number block into 2 into 0.14 into 0.04 into 0.2 equals 0.56 meter cube into cost of 1 cubic meter of sand. Meter wide block work 350 mm wide equals 2 number mason plus 2 number unskilled laborers make 20 meter square of 350 mm wide cavity block works per day. Therefore, cost per 1 meter square of 350 mm wide reinforced concrete cavity block work equals cost of block work 200 mm wide and 100 mm wide plus cost of 50 mm thick insulation board plus cost of mortar for 200 mm block work and 100 mm block work plus cost of labor for mixing mortar for 200 mm and 100 mm block work plus cost of sand for filling cavities of 200 mm and 100 mm block work divided by 20 meter square. Expanded metal lathing plus polymer core plus baker rod plus scaffolding is to be added as required. Thank you. Please wait for my next video with the continuation of block work and the discussion on the pricing of bill of quantities part 2. I would be pleased if you are motivated by the desire to explore the value of the field necessity that would contribute to the construction industry. Please refer to the description box below for the written description of this video clip. With a positive attitude and a growth mindset, keep moving forward and explore the field. I will see you in the next video. If you are inspired and learned something from this video, please click like, subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell button to receive my upcoming videos and share with others too.